Yeah. Played TJ.
How you doing, man? Always saying where you from and what you got. Management, chemistry, facilities, point break, game. Play the follow the rules, the result of the rules. Keep calling.
And hello, JM football fans, and welcome to Week 10 of the 2019 football season. We're here live at Caroline High School in Milford, Virginia for tonight's regular season finale between two old rivals. The Caroline Cavaliers host your James Monroe Yellow Jackets. I'm Herman Kay alongside Bob Blackburn for another week of James Monroe High School football. Bob, we've been waiting for this weather since August.
we have, and we'll send it back.
Cold night here in Milford, Virginia, set for the 10th game of the regular season. Yellow Jackets coming down here to Caroline to take on the Cavaliers, and right now respective captains out at midfield getting ready for instructions and a coin toss to open up this football game. Well, tonight the Yellow Jackets close out the regular season with a road tilt against the Cavaliers. James Monroe is on a 4-game winning streak and playing quality football as the regular season ends tonight, and Game 11 awaits for the James Monroe Yellow Jackets. Bob, last week the Yellow Jackets used a second-half burst and an amazing defensive performance to take down rival Cortland by the score of 31-3.
Yeah, it's not a typical Cortland JM game. Although recently Cortland has had a pretty good edge on us, but yeah, it was a great game, and they showed a lot of desire.
Well, JM withstood 4 first-half turnovers to outlast the Cougars. Demario Brooks broke open the game with a 55-yard punt return early in the third quarter, and the defensive team shut down the Cortland Cougars, limiting Cortland to 47 yards of total offense and 0 first downs. Have you ever heard of that?
I have not. And wow. Hats off to the D. Huh?
Well, with that, the win, the Yellow Jackets secured a first-round home game in the playoffs, which start next week. Tonight, James Monroe can earn a share of the Battlefield District title with a win tonight against the Cavaliers. Also, a win tonight will give JM 5 straight wins to end the regular season, and major momentum going into the second season, which begins next week. So a lot at stake tonight for the Yellow Jackets, and Bob, front-running Goochland in the 3B division. We understand Taft Cargill, we were talking prior to going on the air, and Taft said that they got a forfeit win tonight.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
That's just what they needed, right?
So that's going to put them in the driver's seat as the #1 seed in the region. And the Yellow Jackets look like they'll be the 2nd seed. And we'll look at all of that a little bit later when it comes to who will the Yellow Jackets play next Friday night. So they got business at hand right here tonight. They can't count the chickens before they hatch. They've got to win this game on the road against the Carolina Cavaliers.
Yeah, it looks like JM's going to be receiving, I think, but I wasn't totally sure about that, but it looks like that's what they're doing, yeah. So, yeah, the Jackets need to have a big one tonight.
Yellow Jackets will be on offense to open up this football game. Carolina Cavaliers come into tonight's game with a 1-8 record, and head coach Douglas, that's Doug Allison's 2nd season. Doug Allison, former head coach at Parkview South Hill, brings his Cavaliers into tonight's game as an improved, steady bunch that will fight for 48 minutes. Offensively, Carolina is very solid in their single wing attack, which is led by quarterback that's Savon Pleasant. So we're just about set for high school football here at Carolina High School. The Yellow Jackets, evidently they won the toss, elected to receive the football, so the Yellow Jackets will be on offense to open up this football game, and we welcome you along tonight on regionalwebtv.com, Cox Channel 4083 in Fredericksburg, along with Verizon Channel 41. Short kick off to the left side. It's going to be picked up and steps out of bounds. That's number 21 for the Yellow Jackets. That's Jawan Fauntleroy. So the Yellow Jackets, this game is underway.
Yeah, I was just looking down at the field conditions. All except for the middle of the field, it looks like there might be some footing down the sidelines there.
So the Yellow Jackets will have it 1st and 10 at their, we'll say, 19-yard line. Just getting underway, 11:57 to go in this opening quarter. Yellow Jackets on offense. They break huddle, split 2 receivers to the far side of the field. 4 wideouts, 2 to the near. Fauntleroy alongside number 7, the junior. Ryan gets the snap, looking downfield. Flag coming out. It's going to be a hold against the Yellow Jackets, wide open with the catch. Out across midfield into Carolina territory. But hold the phone, Bob. That flag came out. Was thrown about 25 yards, wasn't it? Holding.
Yeah, it just seems like we've been plagued with holding calls right much because, you know, Ryan moves out of the pocket and all around, and you never know when he's going to throw it, and so you want to give him time to throw it. And hey, you know.
Well, last week the Yellow Jackets got off to a shaky start against Cortland. 4 turnovers in the first half of that football game, and they straightened things out in the second half and went on to beat and cruise to a win over the Cougars. But you don't want to see this Yellow Jacket team to start a game like this.
Exactly. So we'll see how they come out of this one. They're starting 15 yards back.
Movement. Let's see. It's going to be an offsides penalty against Caroline. So the Yellow Jackets get 5 yards back. So
some change.
Yeah. Going to be first down. And 15 yards to go for the Yellow Jackets. Ball at the James Monroe 23-yard line. You got trips to the far side of the field. One lone receiver to the near side. Front Leroy gets the call, runs right into a couple of Caroline players. Nice defensive play in the middle. And Caroline, that was fortunate on a stop for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, that's the name we hear down here often, Fortune. Uh-oh. Okay, then so Jackets get another penalty advancing it down the field.
Right back where we started from. Well, and a little bit more. So still first down for the Yellow Jackets. First and we'll say 8 yards to go for James Monroe. At the 31-yard line. So here we go. Trips to the far side of the field. Man in motion to the near side. And pass over the head of the intended receiver. Incomplete. Tried to hit number 16, Bob. That's Tyler Whitman. Nice target. 6-footer. 175 senior. And just like that, the Yellow Jackets faced with a second down and 8 yards to go.
I could have sworn I heard a whistle as the play was developing, but no, they're keeping it right where it is.
Yep. Last game of the season for this Caroline Cavalier team. They did not make the playoffs. Only one win on the season, but this one ain't over yet. And the Yellow Jackets at Fauntleroy. Nice spinning, turning, still on his feet. Right. They got to mark his forward progress right at midfield, but a huge run by Fauntleroy, advancing the ball all the way out to the 50-yard line.
Yeah, he looked like he wanted to make that one more move and get down in the grassy part and go on.
So first and 10 for James Monroe. 10:42 to go in this opening quarter. No score from Milford, Virginia on a cold Friday night. A little frost tonight, huh?
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm glad the wind isn't blowing. I tell you, this morning it was rough.
First and 10, and that's going to be number 7, Ryan, and a nice move. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. Finally pulled down from behind, down inside the 10-yard line. Great run by Aiden Ryan, all the way down to the Caroline, we'll say 6-yard line.
Yeah, I think on a drier field or something like that, he probably would have turned the afterburners on. They would never have caught him.
Nice moves by number 7, Aiden Ryan. And Ryan with a great run in the red zone. The Yellow Jackets looking for the first score of this game tonight with 9:58 to go in this opening quarter. Yellow Jackets break huddle. One receiver to the near side of the field. That's number 20 in the backfield. That's Yates. And fighting down near the goal line. Cavaliers push him back. Going to spot it at the 3-yard line. That's going to set up a second and goal, Bob. The Yellow Jackets with the jumbo package in there. They want to run the football.
Yeah. I imagine if the Jackets score here and then score on the next drive, we'll probably see Mr. Smith come in for Mr. Ryan.
Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and goal from the Caroline 3-yard line. Trips to the far side of the field. Ryan gets the snap, hands it off, and he walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Is that Fauntleroy?
Fauntleroy, 3-yard touchdown run. And the Yellow Jackets on the board here with 9:01 to go in this opening quarter. Nothing fancy about that.
Nope.
Didn't get a Caroline hand on him until he got into the end zone. So great blocking on that offensive line up front. Yellow Jackets trying to tack on the PAT here. And Caroline offside the kick. Did not get it off. So it's going to be penalty against the Cavaliers.
How do you do that? Offsides on the point after.
Offsides on it. Plus, you know, half the distance, which would make it a 1 yard. I'd go for 2 here.
That's an idea.
Yeah. So the Yellow Jackets will go for the extra point here. That's Marino getting set for the PAT. The holder, that's Tyler Whitman. Snap to hold, the kick by Marino. It is up, and it is good. Timeout on the field, 9:01 to go in this opening quarter from Milford, Virginia. Battlefield District matchup. It's your James Monroe Yellow Jackets leading Cavaliers by the score of 7-0. We'll be back after this timeout. Welcome back to Milford, Virginia. The Yellow Jackets set to kick off to the Caroline Cavaliers. Short kick, end over end, taken at the 25-30, out across the 30 to about the 34-yard line. Decent field position here for the Cavaliers, Bob.
Yeah, that's unusual. Usually Marino can kick him in the end zone, and I guess he wanted to go high with this one and maybe try to force a fumble or something.
I think it might be a design play to just kick that thing up in the air and let one of these guys mishandle it, and you can get a turnover.
Absolutely, but it looked like the JM players kind of overran, and then he got loose for a little bit.
First and 10 for the Cavaliers at the 33, man in motion to the far side, and a run up the middle out across the 35 to about the 37-yard line. Nice short game by the Cavaliers, setting up a second down. And we'll say 7 yards to go.
Well, they say the quarterback for the Cavaliers is a pretty good passer and runner.
Yes. So. That's Savon. Single wing formation. Quarterback rolling with the ball and throws a pass into the dirt. Incomplete, stopping the clock. 8:18 to go in this opening quarter. What are these guys down here watching the video? Are they watching the video of the game? You got half of the players. They're now watching the. Explain that one to me.
What?
Third down and 7 yards to go. And a run into the secondary, into JM territory, down to the 45-yard line. big explosion around the right side by the Cavaliers. And that's going to be a Cavalier first down.
Yeah, I think JM was expecting them to throw again, and he just took off. And, wow, a lot of room over there.
So the Cavaliers, with the mini drive they're putting together here into JM territory, first and 10 yards to go at the James Monroe 44-yard line. Wing formation, handoff, runs right into a brick wall in the middle of that JM defensive front. Minimal gain on that running play with 7:46 to go. 7-0 outscore. Yellow Jackets next week, Bob, will host the playoff game. We don't know yet who they'll be playing.
Well, we were speculating on, let's see, it depends on whether they end up in second or third, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And the way things look right now, I think number 2 seed is locked in, I think. Second, 9 yards to go, Cavaliers. And he runs into his own man, and finally, look at the number of JM tacklers in on the play. Led by number 14, Nicholas Williams, 5'11", 151 senior, in on stop for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, it looked like that play was could have gone the way of the fake over there on the right side. It had a lot more room, but uh-oh. Penalty.
Got to be a face mask, Bob, against the Yellow Jackets. Yellow Jackets committing a mistake there because they did hold on that first down play. That's going to advance the football down inside the 40. Down to about the 36, 37-yard line. So second, 2 yards to go for the Cavaliers at the James Monroe 37-yard line. Direct snap back to number 5 on the carry for the Cavaliers.
Looks like you got that.
Pleasance. Savon Pleasance on the carry. Might have gotten enough to get that first down. Yes, he does.
Yeah, moving the sticks. So the Caroline's got a legitimate drive going here. That's our song.
Jonathan Chapman gains 3 on the play. Brought down by Andrew Williams. Brings up second down and 7 to Carolina.
Had a little hum there. Hum. I think we might have it. Short gain on that play by the Cavaliers, setting up a second down. 8 yards to go. Ball just outside the JM's 30 to about the 31-yard line. Man in motion to the near side of the field. There's a snap and a run into the secondary. Oh my goodness, what a run. Nice strong run by Pleasance. Down inside the 15 to about the 11-yard line. This guy can play. Exploded through the hole, Bob.
He did. He saw that opening, took off, and broke her tackle or two, too.
Yeah. He's a senior, 5'10", 167 pounds. And there's no quit in this young man. We're talking about Mr. Pleasance. So first and 10 yards to go. They're going to say it's first and goal. And it's going to be bottled up in the backfield. Finally gets away. Gets the ball down inside the 10 to about the 8-yard line. Looked like he was hit for a loss, and he got away and picked up some positive yards.
Yeah. These runners are making the extra yards by themselves, individual effort.
So second and 7 yards to go. They can pick up the first down without getting into the end zone. Cavaliers putting together a nice drive here, Bob. 3 receivers to the far side of the field. Cavaliers trying to punch it in here. Man in motion, a direct snap back, trying to turn the corner, and knocked out of bounds right around the 5-yard line.
3-yard gain on the play. Penalty on the field.
See if it's going to be a false start against illegal block.
Wow.
Chop block, boss.
Yeah. Is that a 10-yarder?
Let's see. Should be a major penalty, yes, against the Cavaliers. Huge mistake there by Caroline.
Yeah, 15. Ooh.
The old chop block penalty against the Cavaliers. That's going to push the ball back out beyond the 20 to about the 24-yard line, where it will be second, and we'll say 20 yards to go for the Cavaliers. 4 minutes and 17 seconds to go in this opening quarter. Direct snap back, pass, slant across the middle, a couple of missed tackles, and some help from those linebackers come up to wrap up the receiver. Nice defensive play ball by James Monroe.
Yeah, I'm always surprised that the individual effort that these runners and receivers are making is pretty good. They're not getting a lot of blocking.
Nope. Third down and long facing Cavaliers. 3:45 to go in this first quarter. 7-0 if you're just joining us. I'm Herman Kay alongside my good friend Bob Blackburn from Milford, Virginia. Battlefield District regular season finale on the road. 3 receivers split to the near side of the field. The quarterback looking to throw the football, flushed out of the pocket, and he's going to run, and he's going to be pulled out of bounds. Late hit, but no call.
7-yard gain on the play.
That was Jack Hardy who hit him a little bit late. We've seen Jack do a little late hitting here.
He's out there, though, almost always around the ball carrier. So.
4th down and 11 yards to go for the Cavaliers. Don't know what kind of place kicker they have here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Got to get the ball down to about the 3-yard line to pick up the first down. Anything more than that, they could get into the end zone. Single wing, quarterback looking. Swings a pass over the head of the intended receiver, falls incomplete. Yellow Jackets will take over here on first down.
Wow, that was a big stop by the D.
Yes.
I tell you, you don't want to let a team, get momentum back on you.
Well, they're coming off of an outstanding performance last week, defensive performance. I mean, really shutting the door on that explosive Cortland offense. But we know they can put points on the board, but the Yellow Jackets denied them everything last week. Just couldn't get on track.
Yeah, I still can't believe that no first downs.
1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. Aiden Ryan, number 7, the junior. Fakes the handoff, keeps the football, turns it upfield, look at the speed, turns the corner, has the first down, runs out of bounds on the far side of the field. Let's see. Do we have a flag? Yes, against the Yellow Jackets. Flag number 2 in this first quarter. Both times they've nullified great run.
Yeah, and Ryan's probably going to say, guys, I don't need any blocking.
Yeah.
Just let me go.
I don't need any help at all. I don't think he'll tell him that because...
No, he won't. No, indeed, he won't do that.
He might need him before this thing is over.
Yeah, especially if you drop back in the pocket.
That's right. You don't want to be a matador then.
Right.
Let those defenders come through. Penalty against the Yellow Jackets, 1st and about 18 yards to go. Ball at the James Monroe 6-yard line. Ryan, it's going to be a run into the secondary, out across the 15 to about the 19-yard line. Nice run.
Mr. Fauntleroy.
Yes. So it's 2nd down and about 5 yards to go for James Monroe. 2.5 minutes remaining in this opening quarter. Yellow Jackets hanging on to a 7-0 lead as we get near the end of this first quarter. 4 wideouts. Ryan looking, flushed out of the pocket, throws a pass off balance, throws it out of bounds. Nice, smart play. That's matured about. We didn't see him do that first part of the season.
No, but he got away with a, not real near the receiver. So, yeah. But no, smart move. Smart move.
Yes. Got rid of the football. He flushed out the pocket, and he was forced to go to his left. It was good coverage in that Carolina secondary. Thus, he just threw it away. Good, smart move.
Yep.
So, 3rd down, 2 yards to go. Third down and about 3 yards to go for James Monroe. 1 receiver to the near side of the field. That's going to be a run, fighting for that extra yardage to pick up the first down, and I think they've got it.
Yeah, good smart play.
Needed 3 yards, he got 4.
Yeah, just keep that drive going.
Yep. So the Yellow Jackets with another first down at their 25-yard line. Minute 44 to go in this opening quarter. 4 wideouts for James Monroe. Aiden Ryan, the junior, alongside Fauntleroy. Quick pass across the middle, over the head of the receiver. A little bit too high.
Yeah, I think this is the first really cold game, and it must be a little bit hard to grip that football or something.
Yep. That incomplete pass stops the clock. A minute 27 to go. 2nd down and 10 yards to go. How about a big play here, Bob?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Okay.
We just put in an order for a big play. Yellow Jackets, that's Aiden Ryan weaving his way through, spinning, still on his feet. Look at the scrum. Trying to pick up more yards, but did a great job, Bob. He was hit at the line of scrimmage, pulled a couple of Carolina players with him, and picked up some additional yards.
Yeah, what was that, about a 7-yarder?
Yeah.
Yeah.
3rd down and about 3 yards to go for James Monroe. Well, it's that time of the year where the Yellow Jackets, coming into tonight's football game, who would have ever thought it, Bob, at the beginning of the year they'd be playing for at least a tie of the Battlefield District title?
Yeah, after they went to 2 and 3, I was thinking, ouch.
Getting a whistle, and it's going to be offsides against the Cavaliers, and that will give the Yellow Jackets the first down without snapping the football.
A lot of mistakes here in the first quarter of the game.
So the Yellow Jackets getting the first down. 37 seconds to go in this opening quarter. 7-0 our score. Yellow Jackets on the move here. 4 wideouts for James Monroe. Aiden Ryan, the quarterback, looking, plants, fires a pass wide open in the middle, and he bounces to the outside, finally pulled down. Nice catch.
That's Brooks.
And that's DeMario Brooks down inside the 40 to the Cavalier 38-yard line. Nice pass.
Yeah, I love the way when they connect. I like those college passes. Get and go.
Put it on a rope, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Nice catch and run. First down for the Yellow Jackets. 21 seconds remaining in this opening quarter. Yellow Jackets will have time to get off one play here. 10 seconds to go. There's the snap and a run.
Oh,
that number 30.
Fauntleroy, I think.
Trying to pick up a number there. Lost. That was number 20 on the run. Antoine Yates. Yipes.
Oops, I saw the left number and didn't see the right one. Sorry.
End of the first quarter of play here at Milford, Virginia, home of the Carolina Cavaliers. Our score, it's James Monroe 7, Cavaliers nothing. We'll be back after this timeout. Welcome back to Caroline High School. Second down and 12 yards to go for the Yellow Jackets. Aiden Ryan dropping back. Throws a pass off balance with the catch. He was wide open. And he cuts it inside down close to the first down mark. I think they've got it. Picked up 14 yards on that reception. And that was Trevor Gleason, the 6'2", 184 senior, coming up with a nice catch and run.
Yeah, Brian looked like he was in a little bit of trouble. Then he spotted a wide open receiver, and he did a nice job running after the catch.
Caught it about 4 yards shy of picking up the first down, but Gleason kind of was weaving his way through and picked up the additional yards and another genuine first down. First and 10 yards to go for the Yellow Jackets. Ball inside the Cavalier 30 at the 28-yard line. Ryan. It's going to be a reverse around the right side, and that's number 12, Brooks, on the carry, streaking up the sideline into the end zone. Touchdown, James Monroe. That's going to be a 28-yard touchdown run by Brooks. Is a flag on the play? Don't see any laundry on the field, so that play will stand. What did I say, 28 yards, Bob?
Yeah. 28-yard TD run by Brooks.
5'10", 160 senior on the carry with the run. Extra point attempt here for the Yellow Jackets. The snap, the hold, the kick by Marino. It is up, and it is good. This guy doesn't miss many extra points, does he?
He really doesn't, and they're beautiful. It's not like they slide through.
Mr. Automatic. Timeout on the field, 11:14 to go in this second quarter. Our score, James Monroe 14, Cavaliers nothing. We'll be back after this timeout. No, she did. Welcome back to Caroline High School. The Yellow Jackets drawing blood again. 14-0 our score. Set to kick off to the Caroline Cavaliers.
It hasn't been decided. Fayetteville in first place for 2 loss. But come down to the last game.
So we're waiting for the Yellow Jackets to kick off to... There we go. End over end kick taken at the 7. And waiting for some blockers, bouncing to the outside. Tremendous speed on a return for the Cavaliers. That number 10, Avery. Nice return by the Cavaliers. That's decent field position.
Yeah. You know, I was wondering if they knew they had a nice return man,
Yeah.
and the other time when they kicked it off, they kicked it short.
So 1st and 10 for the Cavaliers at their 28 and a half yard line. Being real picky now, Bob. It's 20 and a half.
Okay.
Where the Cavaliers will have it first and 10 yards to go. Run around the right side. Yellow Jackets defensed it, turned
Good
it
job.
in. Going to be a holding call against the Cavaliers. Whenever that guy throws the flag back there, it's holding.
In fact, did he come up here looking for the scoreboard man, and we recognized him, kind of?
Yeah.
I thought we did. Okay.
It's kind of hard to, we see these officials down on the field at a distance.
All right.
Then we're kind of shocked when they walk in the press box and right beside us. It's kind of scary, isn't it?
Yeah, and well, yeah, I was thinking he was going to throw a flag on us, but that's the guy that likes to call the holding penalty.
Yes, that's our guy.
That's him. All right, so yeah,
some discussion out there, but I don't know what that's all about. So there's a holding call, the initial call. I mean, it's cold out here tonight, but thank goodness the wind has subsided.
Yeah, that would have made it unbearable.
It cuts right through your clothes. Run left side out near the 35, 36 yard line. So nice gain by the Cavaliers, setting up second down. They did not mark off the yards on that penalty, did they?
No, they must have picked up the flag, or maybe we saw something else.
Yeah. Third down, 5 yards to go. Had the down marker wrong, too. Third, 5 yards to go for the Cavaliers. Pitch, run, right side. Nice block.
Turn the corner.
Yes.
Yep.
And they've got the first down. Look at the Yellow Jackets trying to pull that football out. Nice design play by the Cavaliers. And they moved the chain on the far side of the field.
Yeah, they've had some success running outside. They really have.
Chapman on the carry for the Cavaliers, picking up the first down. That's going to be penalty against the Yellow Jackets. That's going to push the football out across the 45 to the 48-yard line.
Call face mask on.
Yes.
Yeah.
First and 10 yards to go for the Carolina Cavaliers at their 48-yard line. 10:03 to go in this first half of football. 14-0 James Monroe. Single wing formation. Fumbled. The football falls on it back in his backfield. Big loss of yards on that play. Savon Pleasance, Bob, never did get the hammer on that football, but alertly falling on it. And
that's the first near fumble we've had.
Yeah. Illegal procedure against the Cavaliers going to be declined by the Yellow Jackets. They'd rather have that play.
Yeah.
Loss of yards and down. So second and about 18 yards to go for the Carolina Cavaliers at their 41-yard line. 9:36 to go in this second quarter. Two receivers to the far side of the field. Handoff off tackle on the left side.
Oh, another
flag
flag
coming in. Obvious holding call against the Cavaliers. When you start holding, Bob, you're reaching, you're getting beat down inside, and offensive lineman cannot handle his defensive opponent. So what do? You hold.
Yeah, at least you get some notoriety out of it, huh?
So third and long facing the Cavaliers. 9:22 to go. 14-0 James Monroe. Second season begins next Friday night for the Yellow Jackets. Third down And we'll say 13 yards to go. Ball resting at the Cavalier 45-yard line. Quarterback rolling to his left. Difficult pass, and finally throwing it late, and it's incomplete. Done better off by keeping the football and running it.
Yeah, yeah, that pass was a little bit on the danger side,
Yes.
too.
Bob, you got to credit the coaching and the administration here at Caroline High School, because they have not had a great year in football, and there were reports that it was hard for them to field the football team. You know, they couldn't get the kids to come out.
Yeah, that's always rough when you get on a down roll and
low snap, and gets off a punt some kind of way, and the Yellow Jack, good coverage downfield, will be touched and down at the James Monroe 29-yard line. But I was talking about the program here at Caroline High School. It was resurrected pretty much mid-season.
Oh, okay.
They were short on getting players to come out because they have not had a real good football season, but the coaches, the players, administration believed in what they were doing, and tonight, 10th game of the season, they're still intact.
Yep.
So first and 10 yards to go. Yellow Jackets, number 10, jet sweep right side, turns the corner, and still on his feet, steps out of bounds on the far side of the field. Flash coming out. Probable unsportsmanlike conduct call on the far side of the field. Jam ball player was probably about 5 yards out of bounds. And a late hit. See if the penalty will be against the Cavaliers. So, stoppage of play here, 8:34. The officials talking about what happened on the James Monroe side of the field. Bob, did you see what happened?
I did see several Caroline players over there, but you would think on that side of the field the hanky-panky would be JM. So let's see what.
Might have been a late hit out of bounds against the Cavalier player. See, here comes the referee. Personal foul against the Cavaliers.
Okay, so
personal foul against the Yellow Jackets.
Offsetting. Okay,
yes.
That's why they weren't moving.
Nope. So it should be a JM first down. Let's see.
They were probably just shaking hands, got carried away. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I haven't seen you in a long time.
Right. Good to see you again. Yeah.
How's the family doing?
Yeah, right. Oops, sorry. Did you slip?
Yeah. Going for the neck.
You're right. Okay, so let's see.
Out of all of that, Yellow Jackets did pick up a first down. So first and 10 yards to go for the Yellow Jackets at their 43.5-yard line. 8:34 remaining here in this first half of football. Number 16 split to the near side of the field. You got a receiver to the far side. Fauntleroy alongside number 7. Quarterback, pitch, run, cuts it back inside, up the field. That's Fauntleroy. Another flag coming out. Gonna be a block, illegal block.
Ooh, he's pointing right at the young man that did it.
Let's see, is it going to be against Caroline or JM?
Okay.
Officials getting a workout tonight.
They are, and those flags are gonna get torn.
So let's see what the call is here. Holding James Monroe. So the Yellow Jackets will be pushed back.
Yeah, I thought I saw him pointing at the offending player there.
let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 shirts and a what am I going to do when it really gets cold?
Yeah. Well,
So, major penalty, Dr. Blackburn against the Yellow Jackets. First and we'll say 20 yards to go. Low snap. Aiden had to go down around his ankles to pick it up.
Ryan brought down with 3-yard loss.
And a loss of a couple of yards on that play. Yellow Jackets, kind of hard, Bob, for them to come into a game like this and be focused.
yeah, and I was surprised that that Ryan has been in as long as he's been in,
Yeah.
but then they're showing some respect to this Caroline team because they're demanding some.
And plus, you want to keep Aiden as sharp as you can
Yeah,
because of, the playoffs
yeah,
next week. Aiden Ryan, there's that reverse that play again, number 12. And he should have taken it inside, but spins away, gets back close to the original line of scrimmage. That's Brooks on the carry for the Yellow Jackets.
yeah. That play looks like it's going to be there every time.
I had no idea that this
3rd down and 10 for the Yellow Jackets.
coffee was this hot.
Took a big gulp. You call timeout if you need to.
It was so hot I need an ice cube now. Yeah, that's hot, all right. Here we go, 3rd down and 10 yards to go. Jim at the 44-yard line. Ryan looking, has a man wide open over his head. Led him just a little bit too much. That was Greg Williams, the intended receiver on that play. He had him, Bob.
Yeah, he did. He was he had broken away from his man by about 3 yards, maybe more.
That's your hot coat.
And it was hot, too. Incomplete pass, stop of the clock with 7:09 to go here in this first half. Yellow Jackets, first time we've seen the punter tonight, Bob.
Yeah, see if they get down the field and cover this one.
There's your snap. Taking his time. He could have run with that. Gets off a nice kick. Takes a JM bounce down inside the 15 to about the 14-yard line. Nice punt.
Yeah, and
No return.
On a drier field, it probably would have gone toward the end zone, but it didn't, and that I guess that's the JM's advantage.
Excuse me, that was little coffee went down the wrong way.
Ooh.
So the Cavaliers with the 1st and 10 yards to go. And know where to go. Look at the JM players around the ball carrier.
They want to wrap them up.
Yeah.
Get them
Got it out to the 11-yard line. Not much of a gain on that play. No.
Got to a 3-yard loss. Brings up 2nd down and 15 for the Cavaliers.
This coffee just won't do right. Not supposed to put it in your eye, are you?
I don't think so. You tried everywhere else, haven't you?
2nd down and 12 yards to go for the Cavaliers. Backed up. And the receiver caught the football and dropped it.
Pass incomplete. Intended for Damian Smith.
So
Brings up 3rd down. 13.
that will stop the clock. It's 6:11 to go in this first half. Cavaliers unable to put together any consistent drive here, Bob.
Yeah, they haven't. Have they been in the red zone?
No?
I don't think so. No.
So third down, and we'll say 12 yards to go for the Cavaliers. Big third down play here for James Monroe defensively. And the Cavaliers keep the ball on the ground and getting the ball out near the 14-yard line. And they once again will be forced to punt the ball here on fourth down.
From the end zone, right?
Yeah. Or close to it.
Yeah.
So the Cavaliers, the Yellow Jackets defense, once again playing stellar football out there. Not giving up much offensively, Bob.
Now that's a proud bunch. They clamp down when they need to.
Punter standing right at his goal line. We need a good snap here from the center. There's your snap. And he takes his time in getting a flag. Number one of the JM players.
Trouble. That's trouble.
They're going to claim the Cavaliers say they muffed that punt. They've fallen on it, but it was a penalty. Going to get a probably running into the punter penalty against the Yellow Jackets.
So that'll be Caroline football.
Yeah. They'll decline the penalty and take the play. And if it touches the JM players, live football. So the Cavaliers with a break here, falling on that football. So the Cavaliers getting the football here, Bob, on that fumble recovery. First and 10 yards to go for the Cavaliers at their 44-yard line. 5:19 to go in this first half. A run gets away from a couple of JM tacklers, but coming up to make the hit is Gianni Allen, number 1, 5'9", 170, 10th grader with the stop.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Bob.
I was just thinking if they get them into a throwing situation down here, maybe they can
pick one off.
Pick one, yeah.
Pick 6 is in order. Second down and 7 yards to go. A run. And no running there for Pleasant. Senior, 5'10", 167. Hopefully coming up at the half tonight is senior night here at Caroline High School. They had the ceremonies before the start of tonight's football game. And Craig Beasley, Dr. Reverend Craig Beasley, one of my Kappa brothers, son, is a senior. And hopefully I'll get a chance, incomplete pass off the fingertips of the receiver. Hopefully maybe at the half I can get to talk to Craig. So once again the Yellow Jackets defense hold and force Caroline to punt the ball here. Fourth and about 5-6 yards to go. 4:35 to go in this first half. Now we're getting a timeout. Caroline taking a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. 4:35 to go. First half action here at Caroline High School. Our score, Yellow Jackets 14, Cavaliers nothing. Back after this timeout. Welcome back to Milford, Virginia, home of the Caroline Cavaliers. Cavaliers 1-8 on the season. Fourth down here, fourth and about 5 yards to go. Punter gets the snap, high snap. He's going to fake it and run it. And he's going to be caught from behind. Not a smart move there.
No, it didn't look like it was a bad snap or anything, so I don't know why, unless they just figured they'd give it a try.
I guarantee you he did that on his own. I don't think it was a play called from the Carolina bench.
Okay.
And
he has some explaining to do when he gets back.
This kid will never punt again. 4:26 to go. And this first half of play, 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets at the Carolina 38-yard line. Ryan flushed out of the pocket, steps up, throws a man wide open at the 10, cuts it back to the inside. Touchdown.
Woo.
Tyler Whitman. That's a 38-yard touchdown pass from Aiden Ryan to Whitman. He was wide open. Had to make one guy miss right around the 5-yard line. He just planted the foot in the ground and cut back the other way, and he was into the end zone.
Beautiful play.
Yes. Aiden Ryan did a great job getting that pass out of there. Extra point attempt to kick. It is up by Marino, and it is good. Marino remains perfect. Timeout on the field, 4:16 to go. First half action here in Caroline, Virginia. Cavaliers trailing JM 21-0. Back after this. Welcome back to Milford, Virginia. The Yellow Jackets set to kick off to the Cavaliers. That's Caroline Cavaliers. I think I was quoted as saying Virginia Cavaliers.
Hey, you were getting ready, right?
Yeah. 4:16 remaining. First half action here in Milford, Virginia. Yellow Jackets up by the score 21-0. Here's your kick by Marino. End over end kick. Fielded at the 12, 15, 20. Out near about the 28-yard line. So return of about 18 yards for the Carolina Cavaliers. Virginia Cavaliers, who they play tomorrow, Bob?
Good question. I'm going to have to think. Let's see.
Let's see.
Have they played Boston College yet, or let's see?
I don't know. Got some partial scores we'll bring to you at the half. 4:05 to go in this first quarter, first half rather. 1st and 10. Cavaliers run, cuts it back inside, following blockers. Nice run. Gain out across the 35 to about the 38-yard line. Easton View, Bob, shutting out Chancellor 21-0. Second quarter score. King George 13. Interesting score here. That's King George 13, Spotsylvania nothing in the second quarter.
That's a surprise.
It is a surprise. We'll try to get to some more scores a little bit later, but interesting to watch that King George Spotsylvania score.
Yeah, they, I think King George needs that to maybe make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Spotsylvania, what do they have? 2, 3 losses?
I think
2 losses.
2. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think 2.
Second and about a yard to go. Cavaliers keep it on the ground with the first down. But it's going to come back. It's going to be a holding call against the Carolina Cavaliers. Flag thrown right in the middle of all that mess. Stuff.
Yeah, this first half has lasted a lot longer than,
Yes.
than it usually does.
So the penalty against the Cavaliers, they had the first down, but one of those linemen guilty of holding down in the trenches.
Yeah, they definitely do some things to take them out of a drive.
Dalton Marked, the quarterback for the Carolina Cavaliers. Not much of a passer either, Bob.
No, not a big threat. No.
Nope. So 2nd and 10 yards to go for the Cavaliers at their 30-yard line. Single wing formation. Quarterback throws a pass with a catch. Just when I said ball comes out, there's a late whistle. They're going to blow it dead.
Yeah, I think they're going to give him the completion.
Well, the whistle hadn't blown, and the ball came out. So
yeah, we want a review from upstairs. Okay, we got it.
Yeah, let's go to the truck on that one.
Okay.
Going to be a completion at the Carolina 38-yard line, setting up a 3rd down, and a long 2 to go for the Cavaliers. 2:22 to go. 2-2-2.
Nice job, 55.
Savon Pleasance, the ball carrier, no gain. That's going to set up a 4th down. And let's see if the punter will come back out again.
You mean the same one?
The same punter, yeah. 4th down and a yard to go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
I guess nothing to lose here. We'll see.
Yes. So that play, the previous play ball when they faked the punt, might have come in from the bench. Are they trying to draw the Yellow Jackets off sides? Or you? And it's going to be short of picking up the first down. See where the spot, that might be a favorable spot there. Had to get out to about the 40.5-yard line, and I think they might have it. Yep.
Okay. Okay.
So the Cavaliers getting the first down, going for it on 4th down. Minute 8 remaining in this first half of football here at Milford, Virginia. Cavaliers quarterback looking to throw the football. He fights off a couple of players, but he's going to be sacked back inside the 35 to the 34-yard line. Now the Cavaliers taking a timeout. Mark, the quarterback. I wouldn't take a timeout here, would you, Bob?
No.
I would want this thing to end.
But I think what we'll see from here on out. Okay, last game, go for broke. You're down by 3 touchdowns.
What can you lose?
Right. Yeah. So.
And some of these Carolina Cavalier players are playing in their last high school football game tonight.
Yeah.
So a lot of things going through the minds of the players out there on the field, Bob, knowing that this is the swan song. And some will never put on another pair of football cleats in their life.
Yeah, but you know what? Probably half of these guys are on the basketball team, and
That's right. You got other things to look at.
They're gonna get at an early practice.
That's right. So the Cavaliers taking a timeout.
Yeah.
What's the purpose of them having a tent down there with that giant screen?
Yeah.
And it's on a delay, isn't it?
I don't know, or maybe they just got it on the game that they're interested in.
All right, here we go. Second down. And about 14 yards to go. Quarterback looking to throw the football. And a catch. He's out of bounds. Looked pretty good from here.
Yeah, I thought that was a nice nice rope there.
Dominique Washington looked good to me.
Yeah, but I can't see that sideline so well, right, especially right around where the players are.
We got a sideline, then you got a coach's box there where you he was looking at the wrong line.
Yeah, apparently.
So out of bounds, stopping the clock, 45 seconds to go. Quarterback steps up. Man is wide open.
You can't get
Nobody's
much
back
wider
there.
than
He's
that.
going to score.
You can't get much wider
Number
than that.
14. That's going to be
flag down.
Oh, my goodness.
My goodness.
Flag against the Cavaliers. That receiver had to wait for that football. The ball came down wet, Bob.
Wow.
It was up so high and took so long. He was wide open. But the play will not stand. It's going to be a holding call against the Cavaliers. That's pretty typical of their season.
Yeah, that was a shame. But a little excitement there for a while. Yeah. Yeah, JM's going to have to look at that and see. Somebody blew the coverage.
Yeah, it was nobody back there but the receiver.
Right.
And it was two receivers that were open.
Yeah, it looked like there was a sea of red down.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the penalty against the Cavaliers, and it's going to be third down and about 30 yards to go with 33 seconds to go in this first half.
Yeah, I'm looking at something down just inside the 50-yard line that looked like it might have been a flag, but it's still sitting there, so it must be something else.
I see it too.
Is that a permanent flag that
might be? Yellow Jackets taking a timeout. We'll keep it right here, Bob, with only 33 ticks left on the clock. And the Yellow Jackets with a comfortable 21-0 lead. And folks, hang around. Bob Blackburn coming up at half with highlights of tonight's football game. And we'll try to feature some other scores, too, that on this last night of the regular season around the area. Playoffs beginning next week.
it's supposed to get colder yet, right?
Yes.
If it is, I don't know.
Well, I guess we could call this Liberty University weather.
Okay, yeah. Except we didn't have the snow yet.
No. But every time we seem to go to the playoffs and we end up at Liberty, it's always cold and a chance of snow. So,
so
we're getting it early this year. At least the cold weather.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
20-0. Foxes on top of Spotsylvania. How can Spotsylvania play the type of game they played last week and lay an egg in King George?
It must have been they used up all the mojo or something. But and they're playing at Spotsylvania, I understand.
Yeah, okay.
Wow.
So third down and 2 miles to go.
Oh,
and
that's
going to be a dangerous play back there. A lateral. Number 3, Washington falling on that football. That could have been disaster for the Cavaliers. So it's fourth down and 3.5 miles to go.
Yeah, they'll go for it.
Yellow Jackets taking a timeout with 25 seconds to go. They're thinking, Bob, they can get this thing in pretty good field position and get a return, take a timeout, get a field goal, and go into the half with 3 more points.
I think they're thinking touchdown.
Yeah, well,
I mean, a run back of the punt
that's
if they punt.
great positive thinking, my friend. So, Yellow Jackets taking a timeout here. 28 seconds to go. Expected low temperature tonight, what, 28?
24, 23
Really?
overnight is what I heard. Like to know what it is right now.
Yeah, I think it's
On its way.
yes, it is cold, but we welcome it.
Yeah, we complain when we're sitting up there sweating and that sort of thing. Can't wait for the
Right.
cold weather.
That's right.
And the good thing about cold weather is you can always put on lots of clothes, but
Put
you
on
can't take
enough
off
clothes.
but so many.
That's right. We're yet to do a football game in August with no shirts on.
Right.
There's your punt, and the Yellow Jacket, it pretty much died right at the Cavalier 38-yard line. So the Yellow Jackets will have it first and 10 yards to go with 20.7 seconds to go. Aiden Ryan back there with these receivers, Bob. They can get this thing. They could score, at least get in field goal position, take a timeout here and try to put some more points on the board.
Yeah, watch Brooksy around the end, too. He's had some real success with that tonight.
Here we go with the crossing pattern. You got 4 wideouts for the Yellow Jackets. Aiden Ryan, the signal caller. Reset Fauntleroy beside him. Gets the snap, looking, fakes, pumps the football. Gonna run it. That snap what Coach Survey wanted.
No.
12 seconds to go. Yellow Jackets stopping the clock. Didn't want to run the football. Yellow Jackets taking a timeout. What do you do here, Coach?
Hail Mary.
For some strange reason, you always talk like a quarterback. It's in your blood, Bob. Let's go for the bomb. Let's go for the bomb on 2.
Hey, it's easy to go from broke when you're up here. Right?
That's right.
Everything looks a lot easier.
Best vantage point in the stadium, in the press box. Get to see it all.
Or in some cases, most of it.
Most of it, that's right. As we get older, we don't see quite as well as we used to.
Oh, me. That started for me a long time
No, I'm
ago.
speaking for myself.
No, I'm not. No,
You're fine.
no, I'm thinking how long ago it started. Not being able to see anything.
I mean, when I started on the decline.
No, you got the Hawkeye still. I tell you what.
2nd and 10 yards to go. Low snap. Ryan picks it up, and he gets away. He's going to have to get rid of it. Fumbles the football, and
6-yard loss on the play.
that was Williams in on a stop, and that's going to do it,
That's
Bob.
time. The time ran out.
That's going to end the first half of play here at Milford, Virginia, home of the Carolina Cavaliers. The Yellow Jackets on top, 21-0. We'll be back with a halftime show coming up after this timeout. Welcome back to Caroline High School getting ready for the halftime festivities. The Caroline Cavalier Marching Band down on the field. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get our hands together for Bob Blackburn.
But don't clap too loud. I'm sorry.
With the gloves.
With the gloves,
Buffalo, in Buffalo Sound.
Yeah, okay, here we go. JM scored early in the first quarter on a 3-yard run by Fauntleroy. Point after was good. JM took a 7-0 lead into the second quarter, and they scored early in the second quarter at 11-14 on a 28-yard TD run by Brooks. Point after was good. That made it 14-0 JM. And their final score of the half came at 4-18 on a 39-yard TD pass from Ryan to Tyler Whitman. Point after was good, and James Monroe takes a 21-9.
Yellow Jackets pretty much controlled the offensively, putting points on the board.